looks different now than when you were a child. Maybe it's coloring, baking, photography, puzzles, reading novels, watching videos that make you smile, learning random facts you'll never need. Play changes throughout life, but the feelings stay the same. It's that little spark of joy that says, this is enjoyable, and that spark matters. One of the things I've noticed as an adult is how naturally children seem to approach the world. They can be completely fascinated by a stick or a puddle or by a toy they've played with 100 times before. They aren't usually wondering if they're doing it correctly. They aren't even worried if they're being productive. They're simply experiencing it. I think there's something really beautiful about that. Lately, I notice myself borrowing a squishy toy pretty often, getting down on the floor to play with my kids, and I realize the moment feels lighter than whatever important thing I thought I should be doing. Maybe children don't just learn from us. Maybe sometimes they remind us of the things we forgot. just